I'm Carol Miller, captain of Carol's crew. I do the brain tumor walk because together we can hope to reach a cure once and for all for brain tumors. I'm a 9-year survivor, and I hope to live many more years knowing that a cure has been found.
Hi, my name is Jim. I support the National Brain Tumor Society. My wife, Lori, passed away from this horrible disease in 2018. Lori battled her brain tumor for 20 months, going through chemotherapy, surgery, and radiation. It was very difficult to see how this horrible disease slowly took my beautiful wife away from me and our 2 sons. We miss her every day. I am urging everyone out there to donate and support the National Brain Tumor Society in its fight to help find a cure for all brain tumors and cancers. Thank you for your support.
My name is Steve Adams, and I'm currently fighting stage 4 brain cancer glioblastoma. My amazing team, Team Sexy Strong, is here to support the National Brain Tumor Society so that one day together we can reach our milestone of finding a cure.
I'm Lisa Lenrow, and I continue to support brain tumor research and use my voice to advocate for change because there are still so many milestones we need to accomplish.
Hello and welcome to the National Brain Tumor Society's virtual fall challenge, Miles for Milestones. I'm Kristen Johansson, a reporter at KYW News Radio and Odyssey Station in Philadelphia, and I'll be emceeing this program. It's an honor to support this critical mission that affects so many people, but for me personally, it's a promise. Like many of you, I lost a loved one to a brain tumor diagnosis. My lifelong best friend Katie fought against the disease tirelessly, but always with a smile and a positive attitude. For more than a decade, she fought. And she fought for the dollars for the NBTS, who then helped her through her diagnosis and treatment. We lost Katie in 2018, but we carry on her fundraising mission through Team CACers. While we would all love to be gathering today with our local brain tumor communities, getting to know our national brain tumor community through these virtual programs has been a joy. This afternoon, we'll revisit the milestones that our community has accomplished together and spotlight some we hope to achieve in the years to come. What better place to start, though, at the National Brain Tumor Society's home state of Massachusetts. It's my pleasure to introduce David Ahrens, CEO for the National Brain Tumor Society. He's joined by Erica Robinson, an advocate, fundraiser, volunteer, and brain tumor survivor.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to National Brain Tumor Society's Fall Challenge, Miles for Milestones 2021. Thank you, Kristen, for the introduction. It's truly an honor to be joined by communities from New England to Phoenix, the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area to Philadelphia, from New York to Texas to Florida and the Midwest, and so many states in between. And welcome everybody from Alaska and Hawaii as well. If you're joining us on Facebook Live, please let us know you're here by commenting in the chat. Today we celebrate milestones, honor patients, and all come together as one brain tumor community. With me this morning is a face who you know very well. She's one of our most dedicated advocates and someone who really helps patients and caregivers across the country. Erica Robinson, welcome. It's so great that you're here with us today. Great to see you.
Oh, David, thank you so much. I am looking forward to seeing everybody in person in 2022, but it is a pleasure to be here today. As you collectively log your miles today, please go on our mobile app and use the hashtag to social media NBTS Fall Challenge. We have an inspiring program for you today, and to kick it all off, here is David, and we'd like to pose a few questions to you, David.
Sure thing. That sounds great.
Excellent. So in keeping with the theme of milestones, we have heard you say that this is going to be a decade of change. What milestones do you think the NBTS or the greater brain tumor community need to achieve in order for this to happen?
Thanks. That's a great question. We do want this to be a decade of change very much. There are several milestones I think we need to meet in order to make that happen. The first really has to do with understanding scientifically the tumors better. We need to learn a lot more about brain tumor biology. On the one hand, these are cancers that have been characterized molecularly more than many others. And so scientists have broken these types of cancers, these tumors down at the cellular level and categorize them. Patients now get some of the most complete pathology reports possible. But on the other hand, some of these brain tumors are incredibly complex and incredibly diverse at that cellular level, and so diverse that they makes them somewhat resistant to treatment. In fact, glioblastoma and other pediatric brain tumors are among the most resistant to treatment and adaptive to treatments. And so we have to understand what they call tumor evolution and why these brain tumors are so resistant. We need a breakthrough in this area, and one that's applicable to adults and children. Second, we need better clinical trials. Over the past couple of decades, there were clinical trials where the drug showed that it did not work for the overall population, but we learned a lot in the process, and we can do better clinical trials, including adaptive clinical trials like the GBM Agile trial that's now open across the country at many hospitals. And we can also do a better job utilizing the data from past clinical trials in future clinical trials so that we have a way to honor patients that have been involved in clinical trials and to learn from their data as we're trying to evaluate a new promising drug or device. It's important to know that the goal here is to get the right treatment to the right patient at the right time. And when you have brain tumors with such diversity, it's important to look for that precision. It's the essence of what they call precision medicine, of finding the right treatment for the right patient at the right time. Third is we need to have some breakthroughs in imaging. Brain tumor patients, as you know, live from MRI to MRI. We need to know better through imaging whether treatments are working and whether patients should keep going on that treatment, whether they should keep going in that clinical trial, whether the drug or device is working against the brain tumor. It's hard to do brain tumor surgeries. They're traumatic. So therefore, we need a way to evaluate what's going on with treatments, and that's imaging. We need to have some breakthroughs in imaging and make imaging more precise and better, more capable of knowing what's going on. Fourth, we need to do more to improve brain tumor quality of life. It's tough enough to go through the treatments that are trying to cure the cancer, but it's also an arduous disease depending on what type of brain tumor you have. High-grade malignant gliomas have a lot of reduction on quality of life in many cases. Other types of brain tumors have less burdensome, but still may affect a patient in fundamental life-altering ways. So we need to do more to improve quality of life, and that starts with better palliative care, better treatments that treat not just the tumor, but the person's life as well. And finally, we need to do more to make sure that our healthcare system is accessible to brain tumor patients. A brain tumor diagnosis, particularly if it's a malignant brain tumor, is a specialty within a specialty. It's a cancer diagnosis, but then the subspecialty of neuro-oncology and even more specialized to a particular brain tumor or brain tumor type. And so we need to make sure that our healthcare system, health insurance are not barriers to accessing that kind of specialized care and the excellent treatment centers that brain tumor patients need. So we have a lot in front of us. We have a full agenda, but with this team on this call today, everybody pulling for each other and going forward, we can hit these milestones as one great brain tumor community.
Wow, we have come a long way, but there's still so much work to do.
Indeed, there is. Indeed, there is. There's a lot to do. And we're so grateful for this community that enables us to spearhead some of these initiatives. So I'd love to turn the tables. Erica, if you don't mind, I'd love to ask you a question.
Oh, sure thing, David.
Thanks. As a volunteer for so many years and through so many different NBTS programs, what are you most proud of when you think about engaging in this community and in NBTS?
I am so proud of how this community rallies together. And it's fitting that the event today is called Miles for Milestones. We celebrate this, and there's a Twitter chat every month. It's called #BTSMchat. And every month at the beginning of the chat, the moderator asks, is anyone celebrating any milestones this month? And the milestones could be something as, your diagnosis date, seizure, first date of your seizure, and also, sometimes it's unfortunate that it's an anniversary of someone had lost a loved one. We celebrate we support each other in this, but we also celebrate the good things, a clear scan, completion of radiation or chemotherapy, and a patient being able to drive again. That's a big one. But I think that this NBTS organization has shown me that in the most uncertain times, in 2020 and 2021, in 2019, at the end of 2019, it was very difficult for us to get together. But no matter what, we had each other, and this community, I would have never gotten involved with this community. I felt like people couldn't understand what I was talking about, having a brain tumor diagnosis and a craniotomy and just everything that goes around with that, along with that as far as your recovery goes. But I have met the most wonderful friends that have become family, and I'm so happy to have the most supportive team of the staff, of the other patients, caregivers. It has been a very safe and warm, welcoming place to share those things with people.
Thanks, Erica. And NBTS is always here for you. And so, in thinking about who we have on this call and our whole community, I just want everybody to know that we're here. NBTS is here. We're here relentlessly going to work to advance research, help patients, work to improve healthcare for the brain tumor community, the whole population. We're working with everything we have to push scientists to move forward faster and to hold science policymakers accountable. It's about survivorship and living better. And every single patient counts. Every single family member and friend who's involved counts. And everybody's experience is so important and valuable. I have conversations with patients and their caregivers all the time. We're going through the toughest parts of this disease, others who are thriving, and just hoping for a clean scan to get them through to another holiday, another milestone, another part of their life. NBTS owes it to everybody and is going to deliver to keep working on our vision to conquer and cure brain tumors once and for all. Erica, I'm inspired by being here with you today and everyone. And thanks so much for partnering with me today. And thanks to everybody for reaching Miles for Milestones this year with National Brain Tumor Society.
Oh, thank you, David. I'm so happy to be here. And if anybody is watching, if you'd head over to braintumor.org, you can see other things of what we're working on and gets a lot of information for patients there as well and care partners.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, David.
You too.
Thank you, David and Erica. I can't wait to introduce you to a few of our incredible volunteer teams. But first, here are a few words from our amazing sponsors, Novacure. So much of what we do at the National Brain Tumor Society is made possible by corporate support. Thank you, Novacure, and all of our sponsors.
Novacure is proud to raise awareness of brain tumors like glioblastoma and those impacted by brain cancer. At Novacure, together with our patients, we strive to extend survival in some of the most aggressive forms of cancer by supporting patients on our approved therapy called Tumor Treating Fields and advancing our clinical trial efforts. We are grateful for our long-standing partnership with NBTS and thank NBTS for bringing together organizations and individuals across the United States to help support the brain cancer community.
Each fall, the National Brain Tumor Society hosts events around the country. The Boston Brain Tumor Walk, Long Island Brain Tumor Walk, Race for Hope PA, RVA 5K, Florida Brain Tumor Race, Fort Worth Brain Tumor Walk, and Phoenix Brain Tumor Walk. You took a chance this year and joined us for this incredible National Fall Challenge, Miles for Milestones. Every dollar you raise is helping our patients meet milestones during their treatment and researchers achieve milestones for the community at large. NBTS thanks you for your support. Fundraising does not have to stop today, though. Online fundraising pages will stay open throughout this entire month, and we encourage you to hit that next milestone in your fundraising this year. I'm excited to take a walk with you to some of those amazing event regions and meet the faces of our community. Before we leave New England, it's my honor to introduce you to Marianne Laubacher from Team Meeting of our New England Brain Tumor Walk.
Hi, I'm Marianne Laubacher. I'm captain of Team Meeting from the National Brain Tumor Society Walk in Boston this month. I'm excited. This is our 4th year in participating. I'm also a member of the walk committee in the planning for this virtual event. In addition, I participate in the advocacy efforts of the National Brain Tumor Society. I became involved with the National Brain Tumor Society when my son Joe Smeeting, at age 25, developed headaches and other symptoms that led us to find that he was diagnosed with a rare and always fatal brain tumor. Joe was a brilliant PhD student, living his best life at the University of Arizona when this happened. He had to take a medical withdrawal and was never able to achieve his PhD. Joe would have turned 30 this year. It's a milestone that we could not celebrate. We miss him every day. We see his friends' announcements of their engagements, career advancements, and the pictures from their weddings. Some of his best friends continue to support us and participate in Teams Meeting, even making donations available through their wedding funds. We appreciate these efforts and are so grateful for how Joe is remembered by so many as such a kind, funny, brilliant young man. Participating in advocacy is important to me because we need to make Congress and the administration aware of the needs of the brain tumor community. We need to increase the access to research and more treatment options. There just aren't enough for all the individuals struggling with brain cancer. One standard of care does not fit all. We need to expand the access to care so that people can participate not only in current treatment options, but in clinical trials. Access to care and treatment options to save lives are critical for the brain tumor community. We also need to make the Congress and administration aware of the urgent unmet needs. And if you want to help with that, you can contact advocacy@braintumor.org. In the dozen years that the Boston Brain Tumor Walk has occurred, over $5 million has been raised. 2,500 people have come together. This year we're virtual again, but that just means, for me, that more people can participate. As Joe's classmates from his PhD and undergraduate program advance in their careers, achieve milestones that he never will, they can tune in, contribute, and continue to support us and be part of the ultimate milestone, a cure for brain cancer. We're honored to join long-term teams like Head Cases, Team Oglio, Strength in Stride, and Team Done, Second to None. What a great name. As well as welcoming new teams like Team Christina. Teams Meeting will continue to participate in the National Brain Tumor Walk. We may never come in third like we did in that first walk, but it's always a time to remember Joe and to honor all of those who have survived, as well as those currently dealing with the most difficult diagnosis of brain cancer. Thank you, and go Teams meeting.
What an incredible team to kick us off. We will have teams joining us throughout the country this afternoon, so please drop a note in the comments and let us know who you are and where you're joining us from. If you have already completed your miles for the Milestones today, share a photo in the comments as well. It's my pleasure now to introduce you to Mary Beth from Long Island's Brain Tumor Walk.
Hi, my name is Mary Beth and I'm team captain of Matt Strong in Long Island, New York. My team and I walk in memory of my husband, Matthew Schlick. The National Brain Tumor Society has had a presence in New York for several years and has raised over $1.2 million just in this region. What an incredible accomplishment by this community. My connection to the brain tumor community began in 2018 when my husband Matt started to feel a tingling sensation in his fingers and hands. After many doctor's appointments across Long Island and New York City and an MRI of his neck and brain, Matt was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Because of the location of the brain tumor, we were unable to remove it, and we opted for chemo and radiation treatment. From that moment, Matt was diagnosed, his mindset shifted, and he became a warrior. Matt wanted to do anything to give himself a fighting chance. He made health his priority. He changed his diet. He went to the gym every morning, even during treatment. He started to learn all that he could about brain tumors, and it was then that we signed up to participate in our first walk for brain tumor awareness, and Team Matt Strong came to life. Matt Strong is about being positive and courageous. It's about never giving up. It's about finding joy and humor in any situation. It's about living life to the fullest now. And it's about helping others and fighting for those who cannot do so for themselves. This is how Matt Schlick lived his final days, and this is how I try to live each day, despite what my 2 children and I have lost. As a team who has participated for 3 years and plans to do so for many years to come, I would like to thank all of the veteran teams from Long Island and New York for your continued support in the brain tumor community. Thank you for your contribution to our $1 million+ milestone.
Thank you, Mary Beth. And the Long Island and New York brain tumor communities, we look forward to finally bringing the New York and Long Island brain tumor walk communities together for a remarkable event in 2022. Speaking of remarkable, let's travel a little farther south to hear from Team Remarkable Strides. Joining us this afternoon are Mark and Sandy Kramer. Sandy also serves as our volunteer committee chair. Remarkable Strides has raised hundreds of thousands to date for this critical mission.
Thank you, Kristen. We are Mark and Sandy Kramer, Team Remarkable Strides from Pine Hill, New Jersey. We are passionate about supporting this mission in memory of our son, Mark Jr. Mark enjoyed being a member of the committee for a number of years. However, he got his greatest satisfaction in the company of his fellow survivors on race day and participating in the Race for Hope Philadelphia. The Race for Hope Philadelphia holds a special place in our hearts, and we are grateful you have stuck with us in this virtual environment.
We are especially grateful for the Zally Somerset family, ShopRite stores, for supporting our team and believing in our mission of the National Brain Tumor Society by hosting their annual Change Roundup campaign that raised $68,000 this year and $368,000 to date. The Zally Somerset family is very community oriented and also supports many other efforts in each community that they operate in. I know that many of you know that I've worked for the Zally Somerset family for the past 48 years, but what some of you don't know is that Mark Jr. also worked for the family for 10 years, and they were amazing as he went through his battle.
The Race for Hope will be celebrating its 16th year in Philadelphia, having raised more than $10.7 million to date. It is the relentless teams and individuals supporting this annual event year after year that makes not being together today so hard.
Let's take a walk down memory lane, honoring some of those diehard teams and their milestones over the years.
We are Team Pilot Smile from New Hope, PA.
And we support the NBTS Fall Challenge
Miles for Milestones.
In loving memory of our Aunt Pyle.
Today we celebrate not only long-term milestones, but also those that are accomplished in a very short time. In 2018, Richmond, Virginia hosted its first ever brain tumor walk-in race to honor and support their local brain tumor community and to support the National Brain Tumor Society's mission to conquer and cure brain tumors once and for all. Thanks to the amazing support of a group of relentless volunteers and partners like VCU Health Massey Cancer Center, in just 3 short years, the Richmond community has already raised in excess of $600,000 and brought 1,500 community members together.
Hi, welcome to the Richmond, Virginia Brain Tumor 5K community. I'm Katie Gilbert, team captain of Noel Symphony, in memory of my sister Noel and my brother Philip.
Needless to say, the loss of Noel and Philip has been very difficult for the entire loving family. But we know without a doubt that they would want us participating in the RVA 5K.
As you can see, the mission of the National Brain Tumor Society means a lot to me, my family, and the entire RVA brain tumor community. This event started with just a small group that wanted to raise awareness and help others impacted by brain tumors. By our second year, we had more than 1,500 people in attendance. I am still in awe of the support and success of the Richmond 5K since it started.
Thank you all for your continued support of the brain tumor community.
None of these events would be possible without the support of our corporate sponsors. I'm pleased to thank our 2021 National Brain Tumor Society's Fall Challenge Mile for Milestones corporate partners.
A special thank you to Novacure, ShopRite, Black Diamond Therapeutics, Karyopharm Therapeutics, Mimivax, Penn Medicine, and SBLI for their support of the Fall Challenge Miles for Milestones event.
Penn Medicine is honored to support the National Brain Tumor Society. We have been involved with the NBTS community for over a decade now, and every year we look forward to the fall event to raise awareness and to say thank you to our patients and families for trusting us with your care. Here at Penn, we offer individualized care by a multidisciplinary team of experts who have dedicated their careers not only to treating brain tumors, but to improving the therapy that exists for our patients. And our whole team would like to say a quick hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. O'Rourke at Penn. I remember when this event began over 11 years ago, and things have progressed dramatically since then. And at Penn, I think our mission is to really be innovative and offer approaches that other institutions just don't have the capacity to offer. And that goes from surgical subspecialization to the genomics of the disease, to innovative approaches in immunotherapy. And we like to think that we have a multidisciplinary team to address this complicated problem. What I really do want to say is that we really do appreciate the courage and the trust that the patients bestow on us. And in return, we're motivated to do everything we can to change the course of this disease. So thanks for attending, everyone.
I'm Dr. Amal Kalor, also at Penn Neurosurgery, and
I echo everything that Dr. O'Rourke said. Penn is really one of the incredible institutions on the East Coast, and the ideal place for patients to come to get their brain surgery. We take patient care extremely seriously, is the bottom line. And we offer patients cutting edge techniques like brain mapping and awake craniotomies, things that are standard of care for us, that we use to make sure that every single patient gets the best care possible. And we thank the NBTS for everything that they do to encourage the patients, to help them fight this terrible disease, and we will be there for all of our patients along the way.
We are your neuropathologists, and we are here during your surgery, looking at the tissue, making a diagnosis to help your surgeon.
It's my pleasure to represent the neuro-oncology team here at Penn Medicine. We are generally the quarterbacks of the team, taking care of all aspects of our patients' care and coordinating along with neurosurgery, radiation oncology, and the other team members. One of the greatest parts about working in neuro-oncology here at Penn Medicine is the access to cutting-edge clinical trials for our patients, including immunotherapy treatments that you really can only find here. So it is really our pleasure and privilege to be able to offer these trials to our patients, and it's an honor to care for all of you with brain tumors. So we thank you for your courage and strength as you go through this, and always here to support you in any way that we can.
We are so happy to be part of the Brain Tumor Center at Penn, where the reward of our job is having every radiation modality you may need for your personalized care.
And where you become part of the family here at Penn.
We look forward to continuing to strive for not only better outcomes, but for better quality of life.
Hi, I'm Linda Bagley. We in the Division of Neuroradiology at Penn utilize cutting-edge technologies and partner closely with our colleagues in neurosurgery, neuro-oncology, radiation oncology, and neuropathology to provide you with accurate diagnoses, to aid in formulation of your personalized treatment plan, to guide minimally invasive treatments such as stereotactic radiosurgery and laser ablation, and to monitor your progress.
My name is Ron Wolf. Some of the advanced imaging techniques that we're using to help maximize safe resection of tumors include functional MRI, diffusion fiber tracking, and our newest addition, intraoperative MRI. We also want you to know that we want to make your imaging experience as fast and as comfortable as possible.
My name is Suyash Mohan, and we can now perform image-guided virtual biopsies to detect for IDH mutation, metabolic mapping for delivery of tumor treating fields, also known as Optune, and incorporating augmented intelligence in our tumor boards to assess for treatment response.
We represent Penn Neuroradiology. Our entire division applauds our courageous patients and their families. Thank you for entrusting your care to us.
We've heard from so many voices from our community, but I want to take a moment and share my own voice and a more recent National Brain Tumor Society milestone that our entire community should be very proud of. In 2020, NBTS hired a patient navigator to help patients and their family members navigate the hundreds of questions that arise throughout their brain tumor experience. This incredible resource is one that I speak to when I answer the question, why support the National Brain Tumor Society? If you would like to speak with a patient navigator, you can email patientnavigator@braintumor.org. As we move farther southwest, we will hear from an inspiring survivor in Phoenix and our committee chair in Fort Worth, Hannah.
Thank you, Kristen. Hi friends, survivors, caregivers, and supporters. My name is Hannah, and I am the chair of the Fort Worth Brain Tumor Walk. Like many of you, my decision to support the National Brain Tumor Society was influenced by the loss of a loved one. My stepfather, David, passed away in 2016 from a glioblastoma, just 2 months after he was diagnosed. David's kind and loving heart is what led me to find the National Brain Tumor Society because I wanted his legacy to continue. While the last 2 years are unlike any we could have ever imagined, we are so grateful for all of the amazing volunteers who have worked creatively behind the scenes to continue to support our community. So thank you. Thank you to the amazing committee members worldwide who continue to work year-round. And thank you to our event day volunteers, like the North Texas Sweethearts, who are a part of the Fort Worth Brain Tumor Walk every year.
From the Fort Worth Brain Tumor Walk, we are the North Texas Sweethearts, and we've been proud supporters of the National Brain Tumor Society for almost 10 years.
And thank you. Thank you for being a part of this virtual walk.
Thank you from the Race for Hope PA Planning Committee.
We miss seeing your faces, feeling your energy, and sharing love and support in person today.
But we look forward to seeing you in person next October, and it'll be bigger and better. Woo!
Hi, I'm Kara Rutensky. I am the chair of the New York Brain Tumor Volunteer Planning Committee, coming to you from Long Island.
Hi, my name is Amy Kitay, and I walk in memory of my father, Cal, who passed away from a glioblastoma in 2012.
Hi, my name is Nikki Puckett. I'm walking in memory of my mother, Donna Puckett, who passed away from a glioblastoma in May of 2015.
Hi, I'm Kathy Christodoulou, and I walk in memory of my brother-in-law, Christopher Christodoulou, who passed away from a glioblastoma in September of 2017.
Thank you on behalf of the New York Planning Committee.
Hi, I'm Robin Boisseau, co-chair of the RVA 5K Volunteer Planning Committee and team captain of Sanford's Tribe. I do this in memory of my husband, Sanford, who died from glioblastoma. Thank you to everyone who made today possible and our dedicated RVA Planning Committee.
My name is Rob Stevens, captain of Team Lee Strong, and I'm walking in memory of my dad, Lee Stevens.
Hi, I'm Katie Gilbert, team captain of Noel Symphony. I'm walking in memory of my brother and sister, Philip and Noel Loving.
Hi, I'm Mary Kay Jarrett, and I walk with Dean's Dream Team in memory of my late husband, Dean Jarrett.
Hi, I'm Christine Smith, and I walk with Team F Jerry in memory of my dear husband, Patrick Smith.
Hi, I'm Chris Heithoff, patient advocate and coordinator of the Cullither Brain Tumor Quality of Life Center, and I'm walking in the memory of Chris and Jean Cullither.
Hi, I'm Emily Gottwald, and I'm part of Sanford's Tribe. I'm walking in memory of my late stepfather, Sanford Boisseau.
And I'm Kristen Spain, co-chair of the RVA 5K Volunteer Planning Committee and team captain of Spain's Train in honor of my husband, Josh. Thank you so much for joining us today and for your continued support of our mission. We can't wait to hopefully see everyone in person in 2022.
Hi, I'm Jessica Junta, co-chair of the New England Brain Tumor Walk. I, along with the committee, are so thankful to be joining you all today as we walk for those we honor and those we have lost. We can't wait to see everyone in 2022 at Carson Beach for our 13th annual New England Brain Tumor Walk. Thank you for all you do for our community.
Hello, my name is Scott Berger, joining you from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm honored to be sharing with you today as the 2021 Fall Challenge Survivor Speaker. 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with my second brain tumor, and I had surgery back at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston, Massachusetts, and never thought that 20 years later, in 2021, that I'd had my third brain tumor. And being out here in Phoenix, Arizona, having surgery again for a grade 3 tumor at Barrows Neurological Institute. So just want to say that appreciate each day the support of the brain tumor community, your family, your friends. Stay positive. Use your resources. I promote, I tell my story. I collect cards. And so I have a lot of friends in the social media that have supported me. They do different charity auctions with cards, memorabilia, and support with that. Obviously, you have the support of your family, the resources. That's it. We can only do what we can control, one day at a time. That's how I live my mantra. Control what you can control. Do your best each and every day. That's all we can do. We appreciate everything that the doctors, everything that they do, the patients, the caregivers, the community, the milestones that we have accomplished together. We will help us one step closer to our ultimate goal, conquering and curing brain tumors once and for all. We just want to thank you. Please join me in honoring all the 2021 brain tumor survivors. Thanks. Have a great day. Be safe. Enjoy each day. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, for sharing, and what a beautiful tribute to our survivors. As our program comes to a close, and many of you convene with your family, friends, and neighbors to celebrate or honor your loved ones, I want to remind you to share your logged miles for Milestones this year, both on the mobile app and by using the hashtag NBTS Fall Challenge. Remember, there's still time to fundraise and meet your fundraising milestones, as well as to qualify for great prizes, which will then be mailed to you to your home in November. Thank you for joining the brain tumor community for this year's Fall Challenge, Miles for Milestones. To the members of our community who share this afternoon, we are so grateful for you. To our donors and supporters, we appreciate your continued support. Thank you. And please join us for our 2021 Remembrance Ceremony in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon for a short moment of remembrance. I am Brett Johnson. I am the co-captain of Team Oligo. I am a National Brain Tumor Society advocate. I am a chaplain. I am a husband, a son, a brother, a friend, and I am an oligodendroglioma survivor, oligo for short. I really miss being with you in person. So many of you on this screen are familiar faces from the last decade of brain tumor walks for me. And perhaps you might remember me in a sea of orange with Team Oligo. I was diagnosed in the fall of 2009. I had 2 brain surgeries, chemotherapy, radiation, and I continue to be monitored at Dana-Farber. And well, any of you know me, know that I am grateful for every day. I know how blessed I am to still be here, alive right now, today. So many of us have lost people to brain tumors. In 2018, after 11 years of living with an oligo, my friend and co-captain, Tanya Seidel, died from her tumor. This is her with her husband, Scott, and 2 daughters, Megan and Allison. I talk to her so often, and she is one of those that we will remember right now, especially today. I am here with each of you so that we together can find comfort in one another as we honor and remember our loved ones. As we join together in a moment of silence, I encourage you to share your loved one's name in the comments. Say it aloud, softly to yourself, or scream it to the universe, whatever you need to do. Just close your eyes and think of them. I'd like to share a brief reading with you before we take a moment to remember those we love in silence. Until we meet again, we think about you always. We talk about you still. You have never been forgotten, and you never will. We hold you close within our hearts, and there you will remain to walk and guide us through our lives until we meet again. Thank you. There is no timeline for grief or healing, but rather it evolves within you and changes you as time passes. Please know that your community is here to support you as you evolve during this journey. The National Brain Tumor Society has been there for me. We are the National Brain Tumor Society, this community. You are not alone. At braintumor.org, there are all kinds of resources to help you when you need them. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, for what you are doing by being here. Take good care. Stay safe. And oh, I long to see you in person real soon.